wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Honorable all the judges, the Honorable all the audiences. First of all, let us pray and thank to our God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for letting us to meet here in this occasion. Human rights. What are human rights? United Nations of Human Rights stated that human rights were the rights we had simply because we existed as human beings. The definition of human rights was firmly stated in Law number 39 of 1999, which stated that human rights were the basic rights that were naturally inherent in humans, that were universal and lasting, therefore must be protected, respected, and maintained, and should not be ignored, reduced, or seized by anyone. They are universal, regardless of nationality, national, sex, gender, origin, color, language, religion, or any other status. However, in fact, not really so. Do you remember the shooting of 3 Sabti students in 1998? Semanggi 1 and Semanggi 2 tragedy in 1998 to 1999. Last month, on 22nd October 2020, the National Commission for Human Rights Violations sent files relating to 12 severe cases, and the cases I mentioned before were there. They all happened in the past, but we still fight for them until now. Fight for the ones whose rights to live, was violated. Article number 28A of the 1945 Constitution. Every person has the right to live and has the right to defend his life. Ladies and gentlemen, ironically, the violations of the right to live continue to occur in our country. And the most heartbreaking is that they were inter-religion and inter-ethnic. Narrated by Compass.com on 6 February 2020, during 14 years of the Reformation period, there were about 2,398 cases. 65% were inter-religion, 20% were inter-ethnic, 15% of gender violences, and 5% of sex violences. Armed conflict in 1999 to 2003, which was a conflict between Muslims and Christians. The conflict caused thousands of residents died, thousands of houses and public facilities, including places of worship, church, mosques, were burned, and hundreds of thousands of residents should leave their homes to flee and live maluku over the conflict. Sambit conflict in 2001, which was a conflict between Dada tribe and Madura tribe. The conflict caused 469 people died and 108,000 people should evacuate. Lampung conflict, which was a conflict between Bali ethnic and indigenous ethnic in 2012. The conflict caused 14 people died and thousands of people should evacuate. And the next is Papua conflict, which was started in 1969 and still continuing right until now. The conflict was that the people of Papua wanted to separate from our country, but of course the government didn't agree, which caused a conflict, and the conflict became a series of armed conflict in the past 2 weeks and caused 6 people died, including a pastor who was shot by unknown apparatus. Ladies and gentlemen, why did all those horrible cases happen? Because we put our anger forward. We were too selfish that we forgot about others, our own people. We are the 4th biggest country in the world with more than 270 billion people, but we are one as Indonesia. We are the biggest archipelago country in the world with 14,504 islands, but we are one as the Unitary State of Republic of Indonesia, NKRI. Together, we solve the problem with cool heads, embrace each other. We have about 700 local languages, but we are one, united by one national language, Bahasa Indonesia. Give more tolerance, give the rights, and we will get our rights. If we hurt them, they hurt us. We will end up by hurting each other. And the solutions? That will just be a dream. We live among 300 ethnics, 1,340 tribes. But we are one, united by Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity. So why do we fight each other? Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our awareness of human rights. Give more love, care, understanding, and compassion to others so that we can live in peace without any hatred or conflicts. Together, we live side by side in our country, Indonesia. I'm Khoerunnisa Khumaero. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.